This is Jackie Helvey, and I'm here at New Hope Market with Dan Friedman. Hey, Dan.
Hey,
It's great to see you.
likewise.
And I know I met you years ago, and like I said, you probably don't remember it when you had your special treats
Right,
shop
right.
store, and as you were saying earlier, it sort of got wiped out with COVID, which has happened with so many
Yeah,
businesses.
we were kind of on the edge anyway, and we were just starting to get some traction. We had a function of some kind going on in the store every night of the week,
Right.
and sales were good, and we had live music and beer and wine and so forth, and things were starting to take off, and then COVID hit, and that was it. We were done. So all we had left was our recipes. So we decided to work the wholesale side of the business, and we started selling our chocolates to small stores like behind me, New Hope Market on Route 86 and just north of Chapel Hill, and we had great reception. They loved our stuff, and it sold well. And so we have a network of stores. Some we deliver to in person, like New Hope Market, and there's a place in Cary called Cinnaholic. They make cinnamon buns.
Ooh.
And they sell our juices there. Because after the chocolate, Special Treats was also a juice bar.
Oh,
And,
I didn't realize that.
Our most popular juice product was a watermelon limeade.
Oh.
And it's a delicious mix of sweet and sour. And so we decided to see if we could maybe bottle our watermelon limeade. I don't know if this shows up or not.
Oh, that's so cute.
So we had to go jump through numerous hoops with the state of North Carolina authorities about what's required to actually legally produce and bottle a beverage.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not as simple as it might sound.
Nothing is when you're trying to sell stuff. There's always a bunch, especially food-related stuff.
Yes, and I'm not complaining really, because I've never had food poisoning. I don't know anyone who's ever died of food poisoning. Go to other countries in the world, and you probably can't say that.
Yeah.
So I'm all for food safety.
Right.
I had to take a course in food safety. And after I did that, they came back and they said, well, no, you need to take another course in food safety. So I did. I had to buy and learn how to work a pasteurizer, which was not even on my list of things I wanted to do. It wasn't on my bucket list.
Right.
But I did that. And so New Hope Market said, as soon as you have the bottled juice, we'll put it out there and see if it sells. And so I brought some, put it out there, came back a few days later, it was all gone.
Wow.
And so replacement order, and that's been the routine ever since.
Oh, that's great. Now, do you do all of this stuff out of your house? Do you have a commercial kitchen? Or?
I got my house approved as a commercial kitchen, which involves an inspection and various, more rules.
Right.
For the chocolate that we sell. The juice, we have to actually, at this point, you rent a kitchen that's approved for that, because we were working with fresh produce. We're in the process of changing our recipe so that we use bottled lime juice instead of squeezing the fresh limes ourselves. So we're hoping that we'll be able to do that at home too. I've got a request into the state now for that. But we've been working at Blue Dogwood Kitchen in downtown Chapel Hill.
Oh, nice.
Which is a great place and great people, and I've met real chefs, and which I don't consider myself to be, and what they do is a wonderful thing there.
Yeah.
So that's where we are at this point. The chocolate we make at home, and the juice we use Blue Dogwood for as of this moment.
Right. So tell folks a little bit about your card says unique products made by people with disabilities. Now, what does that mean exactly?
Okay, well, back at Special Treats, everything we sold was made by people with disabilities, and all of our employees were disabled. And that was our mission from the get-go. And that's part of the reason everyone was so supportive of what we were doing. We were on TV, and we were actually, they did an article about us in the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, wow.
So I had my 15 minutes of fame, I guess.
Well, you're going to have 15 more now.
All right, I'm kind of hogging the fame, I guess, but it was helpful, and it gave us some credibility. It's amazing how many companies like my company there are all over the country. They're making everything from bonbons to dog biscuits,
right,
using people with various disabilities as their workforce.
Yeah, just because they can't do one thing doesn't mean they can't do another thing. You know?
No, they make great. So there's an outfit that we distribute a product for that they sell here at New Hope Market. In fact, I think they might be out. I might need to bring some more. It's called Tree Stumps, and they were our most popular chocolate at Special Treats, and they're made by an outfit in Pennsylvania that only employs workers with Down syndrome, and they mostly, that train's probably headed to Carborough.
We just had everything you can have.
Yeah. Oh no, it's headed away. It's headed up towards Graham or someplace, I guess. All right, so listeners, sorry, but this is what happens when you're near the train
Sitting
tracks.
outside.
Yep. So they focus primarily on older workers with Down syndrome, which of the various subpopulations, that's probably the hardest one to find employment.
Right.
You know, a lot of the workers that we use are young people with autism, and they're good looking, and they're easy to work with and everything. But there are various disabled subgroups. We've had people with physical disabilities working for us, and we've had to make various accommodations for that. And so I've learned a lot doing that. But
right.
Our primary disabled worker at this point is my son.
Oh,
and
okay.
I started Special Treats in the first place so that my son would have a job.
And how old is he?
He is now 31.
Oh, he's about the same age as my kids.
Okay. He helps with the juice, helps with the chocolate. There's a lot of packaging work involved. Everything has to get a label put on it.
Right.
And, he and I have a pretty good system, for that. And it's great working with him. It's like my dream job. I spend the day working with my son.
Oh, that's so great. Now, so if people want to get your chocolates, how do they go about doing that?
Well, the easiest way is to come right here.
Right.
Come up Route 86, just past the 40, between Chapel Hill and Hillsborough, although technically it's still Chapel Hill.
Right.
And they have pretty much everything that we sell here. They have our Smoky Mountain whiskey crackers, our raspberry coffee bean bar.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh, it's wonderful. Especially if you're a coffee lover. It's got organic Guatemalan espresso beans in it.
Oh, wow.
It's a great chocolate. We have a mint dark chocolate that's somewhat reminiscent of the thin mints that the Girl Scouts sell.
Right.
And we have the Tree Stumps, which are a sandwich of two little round mini pretzels with caramel and peanut butter in between the two pretzels, then dipped in chocolate. So it's creamy and crunchy, and it's sweet and salty.
Right.
It's really kind of the perfect candy. I distribute it because I'm jealous that I didn't invent it myself.
Come up with it.
Yeah. So they were ingenious coming up with it themselves. And like I said, they're in Pennsylvania, and there's a lot of pretzel. A lot of Germans or Dutch or something there, and they're into pretzels.
Yeah.
So here at New Hope, they sell everything we have. If you're not local, there are various stores around. You can see it on our Facebook page, Chocolate Innovations LLC.
Okay.
There's a list of places. Our stuff is sold all the way from South Carolina to Boston.
Oh,
up and down the East Coast in various stores. And there's also a mail order through one of our customers is a nonprofit in Raleigh. That's where we get our coffee from. It's called Gabby's Grounds. And it's operated by young people with Down syndrome.
Oh, how cool.
and they have their own coffee distribution business.
Mm-hmm.
And so we use their coffee in our chocolate. So the
Oh,
chocolates
that's
that are made by
great.
people with disabilities source the ingredients from people with disabilities.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's a great thing. And so they're much better with the website stuff than I am. They have a good e-commerce thing set up, and you can go to Gabby's Grounds website and buy not only our raspberry coffee bean bark that uses their coffee, but also our mint mocha hot cocoa for grown-ups,
Oh.
which is it's a dark chocolate hot cocoa, not a milk chocolate hot cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
It's got coffee in it, and it's got real mint extract.
That sounds wonderful.
And it's got the texture to it. The mouthfeel is just wonderful, along with the taste. It's pretty highly caffeinated, but absolutely delicious. And when I just came here to New Hope Market, whenever I stop in here, I check our inventory to see how it's doing. And they are completely sold out of the hot cocoa mix.
Darn, I was going to go in there and get some.
Next time you're here, they'll have it, because my son and I are going to make a batch tomorrow, and we'll drop it off here.
So what's the website address for the Gabby Grounds? Is it just Gabby Grounds?
I think it's gabbysgrounds.com.
Okay.
They're in Raleigh. You can Google them and they'll come up.
Okay. And you're also a musician.
Guilty as charged.
You have a radio show. Tell people about your radio show.
Yeah, when I was in college a million years ago, I was a DJ on the college radio station.
Right.
And a lifetime later, I find out that WCOM, our community nonprofit radio in Carborough, is looking for DJs to do a music show.
Right.
And I didn't really go for it because I didn't want to make the time commitment.
It's a huge commitment.
Yeah, and I'm pretty busy already. But they said, well, you know what? We've got 4 DJs and we rotate. So you only have to do one Saturday a month, and the show's only
Great
an hour
idea.
long. And I'm thinking, I can spare an hour a month
Yeah.
for almost anything.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing that, probably 5 years now.
Nice.
And I love doing it. We mostly have local musicians playing live in the studio.
And when is your show? What time?
Saturdays from 3 to 4.
Okay, and that's on WCOM, which you can also
Stream.
You can go online and stream it, or
Right.
you can listen to it on the radio.
Right. It's 103.5, and the actual broadcast area is quite small. It's really Carborough and parts of Chapel Hill. And that's about
Right.
it. But on the internet,
Yeah, you can.
people
listen
all
to it
over the
from
world
anywhere.
listen to it, and
Yeah.
apparently there are people in Europe and Asia and all over who listen to WCOM.
I know. I had them tuning in to hear me.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, thank you so much. It's been wonderful talking to you, Dan, and continued success.
Thanks so much.
Okay, the name of his business is Chocolate Innovations. Thanks.
Thanks.